Welcome to the Railcast. This is your host, DJ Real Life, here with Tall's back. What's going on, man? TJ's here.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
All right, and our special guest, Jennifer.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey.
Get on for her.
Thank you for having me.
All right, author, mother, and sis of the family, you know what I'm saying? How y'all week going so far?
Going good so far, man. Can't complain at all.
I did say ladies first. I was going to say ladies first. Ladies first. How's your week going?
My week is really good.
Good. Okay. Second lady, TJ. How's your week going?
Go ahead, Tall.
TJ.
How y'all week going, man?
It's going pretty good. You know, we got Jennifer in the house. Thank God she came through. Okay. You know, Tall back. So, you know, we just going to rock it. We're gonna have a good show today.
Good. Tall, you all right, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Had a good week, man.
All right, man. Good to see you back, man. So, what you guys want to? Well, first, I want to thank everybody for giving in the autism walk last week. You know what I'm saying? TJ Motivation for Christ made the T-shirts. Good luck on that. And I want to thank everybody who who you are who donated to the cause. So I really appreciate that. That was for April for Autism Month. So I appreciate that. So what you guys want to get into first?
We get to the Kim K situation.
Okay, what about it? Go ahead and talk about it.
She's freeing federal inmates that's possibly facing life. She's cutting their sentence pretty much down. With this new guy she freed in Florida, he has a life sentence. He only served 22 years, and he should be free pretty soon.
And so she's freed 17 inmates in 90 days.
Correct.
Wow.
So what do you guys think about that?
I think that's a good thing what she's doing. I just wish more people would come together and free more non-violent inmates.
How do we know that's not happened? That's happened before because she is a big name public figure.
Well, that's the reason why we're hearing about it, because of her name. We're not really hearing about it, if it was Joe Blow.
So what I'm saying, what are your suggestions as far as how do we keep this going? And just besides Kim K.
Well, more big. Oh, wait,
no, go ahead.
No, big. I think more major celebrities should get more involved in something like getting something like that, looking more cases like that. Because she shouldn't just be doing that. I think other actors and players, whoever with big name, who name holds weight, should go ahead and look into that too.
Okay.
With that said, most people really, that's not their main concern. She wants to be a lawyer, so that's why she's building her platform to become a lawyer by doing that.
Right, because her father was a famous, successful lawyer, so she's trying to, I guess, follow in that same footpath as her father. So
that's why most people are not, looking forward to freeing inmates, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
So is it genuine that she's doing that? Like, is it genuine, or it's like she doesn't build clientele?
That was gonna be my next question because play devil's advocate for a little bit. Is it genuine? Is it from the heart? Does she really care about freeing these people, or is it something that she's trying to build up? Her name, her family.
That's a good question.
That's what a lot of people are asking.
But we really truly don't know. Till she become a lawyer, we see what type of lawyer she becomes.
So, if you had a situation, would you pick her as your lawyer?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Why?
Because she's fine. No, I'm joking.
Well, that part true.
Okay. So why would you pick her?
To pick her because right now her name carry weight. So just by her being my attorney, they're gonna listen to her.
Who's gonna listen to her? The judges?
Everybody's gonna listen.
I don't think the judges care about her celebrity status. Actually, it might be harder for her.
Nah, she stepped right to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, I need this person released.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump call his people, and they make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So you think situations like that happen all the time, especially for one of us?
No, we said her. She's carrying the weight. She calls Donald Trump calls his people, and next thing you know, the people walk out of jail.
TJ, would you let her represent you?
No.
No?
Who would you let represent you?
Good question. No, why wouldn't you let her
I
represent
give me a lawyer, but I won't let her represent me. Just
but
her name.
What if she becomes a lawyer though?
Okay, I'm not going to do it.
Why?
Because I'm not going to do it because she's going to go scot-free because it's Kim Kardashian and she representing you, and you have a better chance getting out of jail with her than versus somebody else. I really don't think that's fair. But still, I'll try to find me another lawyer.
What's unfair about it?
Because I won't pick her because of her name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
if you want to be free, you would not pick her up. Is that what you're saying?
I would go with somebody because I think
Who would you pick
me
up?
personally,
Who would you pick up?
me personally, I
Jay-Z?
think
He
no.
would get Jay-Z. Jay-Z used to be his favorite rapper.
No, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to pick nobody else, man. I'm just going to go with my lawyer. I'll go with that.
You got a public defender?
Yo, bro.
You around with a public
That's
defender?
what you gonna get? You gonna get one of them? You definitely don't want one of them.
No, I'm
You
going
know
to
they don't
them.
care.
I think I'll pay that money for a good lawyer. There's a lot of lawyers out there, very good lawyers.
So if she, establishes herself, she passes the bar, she gets to be a lawyer. You heard about the stories, her freeing everybody. You still wouldn't consider getting her? No?
Nah.
No. What about you, Jen?
I would.
You would?
Yes.
Why would you get her?
Because I believe in her. I think she is being genuine. I feel like before this whole wanting to be an attorney lawyer thing came up, she genuinely wanted to free that lady. I'm sorry, I don't know her name, but the lady that she just helped.
Yeah, I don't know if I would pick her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind. We don't know if it's genuine or not. I don't mind. I don't care how she's doing it, actually. As long as she's getting the people who are supposed to be free, she getting them out. She getting them out. That's all I care about. I don't know if she would be my first choice to getting, because it seems like with that family, when I say family, Kardashian and with Kanye,
It's a curse.
not just that, but it just seems like some of the things that they do is for clout and monetary. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Of course.
feel
That's just the way they work.
Right. So I would really do my research and question her motives and why she's doing it. And she's genuine about it, and she continued doing this, and there's nothing, behind it business wise. As far as her brand, she like trying to build a brand, I would consider, but she wouldn't be my first choice. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, I'll select it.
You would?
Yeah, right now.
Right now you would?
Yeah, right now I would. Right now I would, because
She wouldn't be my first choice.
I would. For the simple fact is, she's able to get you out. I'm not gonna just sit in jail because I have a personal problem with a person because of what they do.
Right.
If she can get me free, I'm gonna use her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you talking about, I'm sitting here because I don't want to use her. That'd be foolish.
No, but what if you had an opportunity to get somebody else? Let's say
Right now, I'm gonna pick her.
so that she's gonna be your number one option.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my number one option. Then I go after somebody else.
Right.
If she can't do what she do, because she got the contacts. So if she can't do what she do, then I'm gonna use somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, like you said.
Yeah,
but
did you have anything to say after yet?
no, I won't. Like I said, I won't pick her.
You won't pick him?
No, I'm straight.
Okay.
You don't use my case as trying to get recognition off me. I'm straight. Even though she got a recognition.
How about to say?
Even though she got recognition, still to build.
She's helping you out.
Right.
I'm good. I don't need the help. I'm good.
Well, dang, Keisha.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't need the help because I don't know if it's like I said. I don't know if it's genuine like that.
Right.
And if you really help, or you just gonna build your case on. Nah, I'm straight. I'll find me another lawyer that's actually really, really good, and I just pay the money versus it's her name. Basically, it's her name. Like she was an average Joe Blow who was trying to represent somebody. You think people that got freed?
If she was a regular lawyer,
A lawyer?
a regular successful lawyer.
If
If she was a regular successful lawyer, I would say yeah.
How many regulars?
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. If Johnny Cochran was alive, you don't think he could have freed them people?
That's it. Yeah. But then again, like I said, you gotta get credit because some people won't even take the case. Some people won't even look into it. So
right.
Some people won't even look into it.
All right, so we'll see. What happens in the future as far as her becoming a lawyer, and then she can continue the trend. Hopefully, more celebrities, especially our own black celebrities, can join in and free people who need to be freed. So, we'll see what's up.
So, what black celebrity was most likely to do something like that?
Jay-Z, your favorite rapper. He's done
Kanye
it before.
West.
I don't know about Kanye. See, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he did it, I would off-rip question him.
Right.
I feel like if he did it, his sneakers gonna come out the next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything with him is about his business and his brand. Like, I don't stress him. I can see Jigga doing that. I could see maybe like somebody like Russell Simmons. I could see somebody like, I can't think of a lot of names, but Jay-Z's the first name I could think of. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Meek Mill, since he's been in that
Right.
situation before.
Yeah.
He'll be a perfect one.
My Son, I don't know if y'all know My Son.
He's another perfect one.
Yeah, he would do it. People like that. Maybe Jay Prince. Like, people like that I could see doing those kind of things. Kanye, he free somebody on Friday. It's going to be Sunday service on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
They're not those people that you name are not really, they're into it for the money,
right.
but they're already popular. They already got their brand going on, so they don't really care about, I did it from the heart. That's all they really care about.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, I wouldn't mess with Kanye, but so also wanted to get into John Singleton. Y'all heard about John Singleton, right? Yeah. You know what John Singleton is, TJ?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Okay, so he passed away. You do too. He passed away. It was last week. He suffered from a stroke, and he was in a coma, and then he finally passed away last week.
Sad.
Rest in peace to him and his family. I believe he had like 7 kids. He was 51 years old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you guys, what's your favorite John Singleton movie?
I like Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice? Why?
Learning.
Higher Learning? Why Higher Learning? I'm gonna go with the lady. Why Higher Learning? You really going crazy? You looking scared? Why is your favorite movie? What did you like about it?
It taught me something.
It did? What did it teach you?
Well, next.
Well, I like Bad Boys. I mean, Baby Boy.
I'm about to say he didn't do
Baby
Bad
Boy.
Boy.
Look at this. I like Baby Boy.
Yo.
So
Baby Boy was good. Boys in the Hood was good.
What's your favorite though?
But I got, you know what? I'll go Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood? Why Boys in the Hood?
Boys in the Hood because it talks about
that was good.
back in the back in the 90s. It been like you're talking about gentrification. We were talking about
that was crazy. Like I saw the clip of that the other day, and I didn't realize they were talking about that. That movie came out in '91 or something.
Came 91.
That's crazy. You're talking about that.
Yeah, talking about gentrification.
Right.
And then the story that kids getting like Ricky got shot. They still shot Ricky.
Ricky.
Yeah. That messed me up when I was a kid too.
Yeah,
I think how old you like what? You were 45?
Like
91?
Yeah, 46.
46? 91 came out, people was getting shot like that. You probably know a couple, Tall probably know a couple people who had the opportunity to go to the league and end up getting killed or stupid stuff.
Like that, yeah.
So it was like he talked about real, his movies talked about real life stuff, and what's going on in a ghetto area, urban area.
Right.
Ghetto or urban area.
White people say urban. We're gonna say ghetto.
We're gonna keep it. You gonna keep it. You say urban.
Ghetto.
Or the ghetto, I guess.
Hood.
So
Who says urban? We don't say urban.
Well, hey, I've been hanging around. You know what? Okay, but
What are you talking about?
But I like how the stories was real. Real touching. You gotta say urban.
All right. Tall. Goodness gracious.
Poetic Justice, because I'm a fan of Tupac.
Okay.
Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Joe Torre.
Yo.
Gator.
No, it was Joe. It was Joe. Guys is younger.
Yeah, I know it's one of them.
You got it right.
Yeah.
Joe Torre. Yeah.
So,
No, wait a minute.
I can't remember. It's one of them.
I think it's Joe Torre. I think Guy is the younger one. I think it's Joe Torre is the older one. You gotta Google it. I got this.
Yeah, Joe Torre.
Joe Torre. Right. So what did you like about, besides you being fans in them, what did you like about
the story behind it? Like the they came from the post office. It was like a family job. They was going on a trip.
Right.
It had a story behind it, a plot that we all could relate to.
Yo, Joe Torre kept brushing his hair through the whole movie.
The whole movie.
Yeah.
But that's typically what we do.
Well, brush our hair through the whole movie?
No, back in the days when we first started having waves, we just brush our hair nonstop.
You never had waves.
Yes, I have.
You never had waves. You never had waves.
I had waves.
Okay.
Man.
But go ahead, continue.
That's about it, man.
What's your favorite scene in Poetic Justice?
Yo, good question. Good question. Which one?
When they was at the post office. When they worked at the post office. When they worked at the post office, they were doing the delivery.
Elaborate.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. That's what I went. When we was at the post office.
And they had to make the delivery out of town, and the truck broke down, and Tori and Janet Jackson Tori and his girlfriend got into it.
I like the water gun part.
Yeah, that was funny.
I like the picnic part also.
I like the picnic part.
Yeah,
Yo,
the picnic part.
I like when Janet got mad at Pac, and she was walking, and her friend was like, "Girl, where you going?" And she was just walking all crazy. And even before then, when she got back in the car, after when she got back in the car, they still gonna kick you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that part was funny, man. But I would say for me, I would say Boys in the Hood. That's the first.
What's your favorite part?
Boys in the Hood. I like when Trey found out that when he got out of the car. Remember when he got out of the car? When they was gonna get payback for the homies that shot Ricky, and he was in the room, he was swinging like this, like that. Yeah, that part was funny. But I like Boys in the Hood. I like Poetic Justice, Higher Learning, Hustle and Flow.
Shaft.
Shaft was good.
Why Higher Learning?
Why I learned? I learned from that too. Like I was young when that came out. I'm gonna talk.
Yeah.
What did you learn from
Let
her?
me hear why, Val.
Well, I was young when that movie came out, and it showed college life. And the college,
That's why I liked it too.
And it showed different nationalities out there. So it showed black, white.
Yeah, it was powerful.
Right, it was very powerful. Q was great in that movie as well. It gave a view of how the student athlete is looked at as well, like a black student athlete, what they had to go through, what colleges expect out of you. Yeah. And then you had these different groups. Like I said, you had the Nazis, you had this, you had that, you had the party life. So it showed all that in college.
For
so,
sure.
So that's
what you deal with when you're in college.
Right. And as a youngin', if you've seen that for the first time, you're like, oh, okay, this is what I got to deal with. So, but all those movies were great.
So, but he also co-created a television show, Snowfall.
I forgot about that, which is one of my favorite shows. Have y'all seen that?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's a great show. I think it might be on season 3.
Yeah. And
they basically saying it's based off a little bit off the real Rick Ross, the one in L.A., the real one, because he was a kingpin in the late 70s, early 80s. He's from L.A. Mm-hmm. So that's also a great show. I forgot about that. I don't know how I forgot about that. Yeah. But he's done great work. It's no shade, nothing like that. But that director from Atlanta, I ain't gonna say his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Your favorite director?
His name was always brought up. John Singleton, for me, name was always brought up. John Singleton was Spike Lee and F. Gary Gray. Those guys, to me, were real directors. No
Spike Lee.
That's what I said. I said Spike Lee. Mm-hmm. I said F. Gary Gray. I said that. But rest in peace to John Singleton. And if you guys have not seen that movie, please check those movies out. Leave your comments. Let us know what's your favorite, John Singleton movie. Let us know. All right. So what else you guys wanted to get into? TJ, what you got, man?
Well, me and Tall was talking.
What y'all talking about?
We had a conversation about prenups.
Oh shoot!
All right.
This is perfect timing for you, bro.
Right. We had a thing about prenup.
I have nothing. So
you have nothing.
Nothing.
We had a story about prenup. Say if you was dating a young lady for 5 years, whatever, and
I gotta be 5.
5, 4 years, whatever, right? Let's say you dated a girl for 4 years, and
what's going on the screen?
I don't know what's going on with that, but say you're dating a girl for 4 years, whatever, and you ask her to marry you, right? And you end up getting the money, say like $80 million.
Okay.
Right? And
you gotta have these questions on pre-production, man.
Man, look, $80 million, and said that before y'all get married, when y'all get married, would you make her sign a prenup, or would you not let her make her sign a prenup?
TJ, no talk.
Because, he said 5 years. I said no. She wouldn't even possibly know about the money.
What?
I would tell her.
Did you mean to say that just now? Yeah. Do you know we can hear you?
I know you can hear me. No, I wouldn't.
Wait, what you gonna do with the money?
I'm gonna hold it to make sure.
Okay, well now we know.
This is how he explained it to me.
Ladies, if you're listening.
This is how he explained it to me. You're dating somebody for 5 years. You decided to get married. Before you get married, you have somebody get you $80 million. Now you have $80 million. Do you just come out and just tell her, oh yeah, I got $80 million, and make her sign a prenup, or you just keep it to yourself and see if she really want to be with you?
So you were saying you wouldn't let him know, you keep it to yourself, and you would let it, you would have her sign a prenup?
I wouldn't have
or you wouldn't know, because she wouldn't know about
exactly.
it. Okay.
So
what happens?
And then you get married and she finds out, and then what? You split it with her?
No.
But she never knew. She wasn't with you for the money.
I'm going to make sure. I'm still going to work. I'm still going to do my thing.
Right.
Now, if it lasts 10 or 15 years, then she's going to eventually find out. Look,
damn, so you got to wait 10, 15 years.
It's my money.
It's my money.
Regardless, it's my money.
Yeah, I think they'll do it too.
Yeah.
What about you, since you came with the question? What about you?
Now, she got to sign that.
She got to sign that.
Oh, so you going to let her know early on?
No, I'm going to let her know early on.
What?
I'm gonna let her know, but she gotta sign that because
I agree.
You gotta sign that because you just never know. Money changes people, and you have to. You don't want to. So like I said, money changes people, and even though she'll dealt with you for the long run, but still, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? It just, So I said she gotta sign that.
I think you should leave. If it comes to that, I think you should leave with what you came with. Unless you build it together. Whatever you build together, then of course should be split equally.
So do you feel that way when it comes to everything? Let's just say not even a $80 million scenario. How about in general? Because we talked about this before. We talked about I don't know if you're familiar with the Mary J. Blige situation. We talked about that here before, where she split up with her ex-husband, who was also her manager, and he asked for spouse support, all kinds of stuff. It was a huge uproar in the women's world. So how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. She worked so hard for it. Yes, I understand that he's her manager.
Right.
But,
husband as well.
Well, husband as well. But even still, like, that's her money. She worked for that. So
now, on the flip side, that happens to us every day.
That is true, too.
And that same song is not sung.
But I'm the whole 50-50 thing, so.
Okay, that's great to hear.
Yeah, I'm one of those girls that pull out the card when you go to dinner. I'm not expecting the guy to pay. Like, that's just how I am.
Right. They went crazy over that. They was like, oh, he shouldn't get the money, blah, 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 that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was going crazy. But other way around, girl, get it. Take it. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, why you looking like that?
So tall. When are you gonna let me get that 80 million?
You won't get it from me.
Where you gonna keep it at?
Well, you got 80 million because you specifically gave a specific amount.
You must gonna keep it in the P.O. box or something.
Yeah,
they mail the stuff to your house.
Where it at? Where's it at, Tom?
I put it in
escrow.
You got it.
Escrow account.
And that's what he told me. This is what he told me. He said, "Well, are you still going to work?" He said, "He gonna buy a uniform and just get up and go somewhere."
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, you get up and go somewhere every day.
Oh, people! By the way, people that's watching
Facebook
Live, you can also hit us up on this number and tell us what you think. 754-230.
Yep.
I'm sorry, 754-203-6478. Again, that's 754-203-6478 at WMRR. You know, don't get my little radio thing on.
Well, you sound a big little bandit, right?
Whoa, okay. Big little bandit.
Come on, what we got next, man? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We don't have that long now. So.
Yeah, what you guys want to get into, man? You know what? Let's talk about what we talked about last week briefly, because Tall wasn't here, and Jennifer wanted to talk about it. Why are you looking all crazy?
But
what was your question, damn it?
I wanted to touch from a lady's perspective on that whole sliding in the DMs thing. Is it considered cheating?
TJ was here, so he gave us perspective. She gave us perspective. Yeah. So what is your perspective for him?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Okay. Here's my thoughts. So, like, for example, I'm wearing a shirt, so for the listeners that can't see my shirt says "Confident Women Don't Hate," but I wasn't always this confident. And I started off the same way. Like, I was, like, in high school, and I was in a relationship, and I remember chasing my boyfriend down the street, hitting him with a purse because he was looking at another girl's booty, and I didn't like it. So it took a little time to get to where I am now. But I feel like with time and with experiences and with lessons and with age and all that stuff comes confidence, right? And so I just feel like the whole sliding in the DM thing, I can understand where women may not feel as comfortable with that. But if it's nothing that's like inappropriate, right, TJ? Because me and him talk, and I didn't know, like, can I touch on this for real quick? Because you know I'm going to keep it a buck. So when I first met him, we became friends on Instagram. And I always looked at him as like my brother. That's my brother. You know, we would always talk about like things for the kingdom and community and giving back and helping out. So every single time me and him talked, it was nothing but, business. And I didn't know that he had a girlfriend. And I never did anything inappropriate or even talked about anything inappropriate. And at the end of the day, it's not my business to know. He doesn't have to put his business out there. But
we're proud of you, KJ, that you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's good.
Right. But I didn't. But even still, like in the DMs.
This chair? What's going on?
In the DMs, I was very professional, right? I didn't cross any lines.
No.
But I do have a habit, and I'm like this with everybody. I always say like baby, sweetie, honey, sugar, pumpkin spice. Like that's how I talk. So
you feel like it's cool as long as nothing there's nothing inappropriate there.
Right, but now that I know he has a girlfriend, I wouldn't even come at him like that. Like, I wouldn't even say those words because it's not really.
But minus the words. If it's still strictly business, like how it's always been. I think
it's okay, but the thing is also it depends on their relationship, and it also depends on like their trust and what they have together. Because women always like the thing is with me, I feel like women should stick together. They spend so much time tearing each other down and like being against each other, when they should be collaborating, learning from the other women.
We need an applause button or something for that.
Yeah, it's true because I'm all about women empowerment, sticking together, like lifting women up. That's who I am. That's why I'm confident. You know? So our sisters need to be more like that.
Right. What did you think about, because you wasn't here last week, you was, you know, you had your AARP special screening for the Avengers. So you missed the last show. So what do you?
That's where he was at?
Yeah, he was there. He was in front row.
Wow.
Yeah, he was there. 50-0.
So you this was for Avengers?
Yeah.
It's only Tuesday. It's like one night of the week. You couldn't go any other day?
Not a $5 bill.
The AARP, you know what I'm saying? But how do you feel about that, you know, as far as the DM situation and everything?
You know, it depends on the relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like she said, it depends on the relationship, depends on what they got going on. But like she said, she respect the situation and you know, she didn't know. You get what I'm saying?
So what if you know? Like, how would you, like...
It's disrespectful, bro.
It's disrespectful.
Straight up disrespectful.
How about if it's to your ladies?
Ever since then,
like you discussed this last week. I'm saying, would you like if someone DM your lady?
Nah, not if she really don't know. Like, hello, sweetie, no.
No, I ain't talking about that. Like, just regular stuff.
Oh, no, it won't bother me.
It won't bother you?
About regular stuff.
Now, like I said, it won't bother me because, you know, if
you gonna cut me off?
Yeah, you did kind of cut him off.
You know,
he wasn't here last week. We talked about this last week. He wasn't here.
Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
So rude. In front of the ladies. He did this in front of the ladies. You know better.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, man. You cut me off. I forgot what I was
I'm gonna tell Ms. Rouse. I'm telling Ms. Rouse.
You gonna tell me grandma?
DJ Real Life, cut the beat.
Yeah, right. Something like that.
I'll tell you grandma. Go ahead.
I don't forgot what I had to say, man.
You got that fast, boy. God,
no, you were saying that if there's nothing really bad, I guess, as far as, you know, coming on to your girl or flirting or whatever, something, I guess that's where you was going.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have no problem with that?
Not at all. No, it's just, you know, just small talk, you know, really, nothing really going on. I don't mind. Yeah, innocent.
Okay.
What about you? Let's ask that question.
I talked about that last week. It's not about me. It's about you, and it's about our guest right here. So what I was going to ask you is how about, because we also discussed, you know, with the social media, liking pictures and all that kind of stuff. That could be a situation as well. You liking pictures, but I'm asking the young lady, how would you feel about that if you was with somebody and then liking pictures of different?
I honestly feel like it depends also on what kind of pictures. Because if you're looking at pictures or liking pictures where her bent over showing her ASS, I don't know. I don't think that's appropriate.
So
I think there's like a certain line. You just don't. That's too much. What?
Yeah,
I'm liking it.
What happened?
You liking it?
He said he's liking it.
Why you off the screen saying that? Get back on the screen. You liking it? So depending on the picture, you would have an issue with it.
I mean, if he's friends with a girl on on Instagram, and he's liking her photos, that's okay. But if it's like inappropriate photos, I don't know.
I wouldn't be.
I think it's going a little bit too far.
Instagram. You following me? You want to know who I like? Who pictures I like? I would. You know, I think that's. If you got somebody like that, you know, you might well just get off social media. You got to be worried about liking somebody's picture.
I agree.
She gonna bark at me for liking somebody's picture.
I agree because it's not like you put the picture up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The person put that picture to be liked.
Yeah.
Now I feel like if you go a step further, like we said, if you go in the inbox, damn girl, you look fine.
But if you're liking her photo and she's bent over showing her ass, I don't think like is it okay if your girl likes a dick pic?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Y'all do.
So that's what I'm saying. Then it goes tit for tat. Then you got, you know.
But that's not petty though. Like it's
I'm just saying, like I don't know. That's why I'm not in a relationship.
That's
I'm
what
with Jesus.
No, but I'm saying if you were like, you don't think that's kind of minute? Because there's a lot more. I feel like more serious things to worry about.
I feel like we shouldn't just cross. Let's just not cross that line.
Let's
just stay within the.
You gonna block your girl?
Block
her? Yeah. Listen, let me invite you to that block.
He has a whole separate account. Him and his 80 million.
Look, I love you. I'm just gonna block you right quick.
Baby. You get your own friend.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Worry about what pictures I'm liking.
If that's me, that's really not me. You know what I'm saying? To let you know.
Yeah.
But
somebody had my account.
Wow. All right, man. So
go ahead, man.
Huh? Why you shaking your head, TJ?
That's why he's so quiet.
Yeah.
we said I'm blocking you.
Lucky girl, man.
Well,
so what else you guys want to get into, man? Did you have any more surprise questions?
no, go ahead, sir. It's on you.
No.
I don't. No, I don't.
I want to get some questions while we have a female here. So, well, go ahead.
Let's talk about the movie thing we was discussing. You know, like we did with the albums. Which album will you take away?
You want to do that?
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to check right quick. We could think of some, like 4 albums.
Okay.
All right, 4. I saw your post the other day. I was surprised by the hip hop.
Why? I grew up in that era.
I didn't think you liked it.
I'm 38 years old.
I know,
so.
but I know some 38-year-olds don't.
I grew up on the doo-wop and mixtapes and stuff like that. So.
Wow, doo-wop.
She said
Wow.
doo-wop, huh?
Ooh.
I'm too young to even know what that is.
You know what the hell doo-wop. But then again, you probably, come on, stop.
He said he's too young.
Doo-wop.
Doo-wop.
Wow. So what y'all want to do? R&B one or a hip hop one?
We could do let's do hip hop.
Hip hop
That
one.
should be more entertaining.
4 albums.
4 albums.
Okay, Nick.
You give one, I give one, you give one, then we take away one.
Okay. You know I'm gonna say Nas Illmatic.
Okay.
Go
I'll
ahead.
go with Jay-Z Blueprint.
Okay.
Jay-Z.
No, you pick one too, man.
Oh,
You
no,
pick
dude.
one too. You know, you listen. You
Oh,
know, listen to
we gotta
rap.
pick one, man.
Pick one. You would pick one. Just pick any one.
I say Goody Mob.
Okay.
Goody Mob, Soul Food. That's the first album. Soul Food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything Jay, anything Mobb Deep, and also like 50 Cent.
Give me one.
Curtis Jackson, but from like the beginning.
You talking about?
But I don't know the album name.
Huh?
I don't know the album name.
50 Cent.
It's okay. Just pick one that stands out to you.
What, a song?
Album.
The album.
Jay-Z.
Which one?
Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt.
Okay, so we got Nas Illmatic, Jay-Z Blueprint, right?
Yeah.
You said
Goody Mob.
Goody Mob, and you said Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
One gotta go.
Goody Mob.
Goody Mob.
Goody Mob?
Yeah, Goody Mob is gone.
Yeah. Goody Mob.
Yeah, that was too easy. Yeah, I love Goody Mob, but Goody Mob gotta go. Man.
All right, hit that with R&B.
Okay. Hold on, before we do that again,
This is fun.
we're gonna do R&B one.
Yeah, call
So
in.
people watching live, call in again. It's WMRR 754-203-6478. Again, that is 754-203-6478. And again, leave your comment on YouTube as well. Out of the 4 albums, Nas Illmatic, Goody Mob, Soul Food, Jay Blueprint, and Jay Reasonable Doubt, which one you will let go? So R&B. All right. Y'all go first. I gotta think.
Okay.
I know you're gonna say.
What you gonna say?
You're gonna say Mary.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Which one?
411.
Okay.
No, I have to think.
T.
So you just put it like that.
Yeah, you next. What the hell? You right next to him.
Michael Jackson off of the wall?
Okay. Bam. That's what you want?
That's
Yeah.
R&B?
Yeah. He was still black. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, R&B. Yeah, he was still black on this album.
Okay.
Okay.
112.
Ooh, which album?
The Cupid album?
The song that got
Cupid.
Cupid?
Yes.
Okay, that's the first album. Self-titled 112 album.
I like the one that says Only You.
That's the first album.
Only You.
Okay, so damn, I gotta come up with one now. Ooh, man.
There you go.
All right.
R. Kelly.
Nah, get out of here. Nah. I want to get something
No,
different.
we don't support him in here.
Nah, this one does. That one does. Isn't it? Move over, man. This one does.
Tall.
It
Really?
does. All right, so
Really tall? We ain't doing that
all
over
right,
here.
so I got one.
What you got?
Damn, now I
You tell me you got one, you ain't got nothing.
You got nothing.
got. You trying to think, man. I'm trying to look around.
You
And
looking
think.
around.
He's
Oh,
trying to get clues.
yeah.
Nah. Okay, you said Mike off the wall. Who you
Don't
said?
say no
You
more
said.
here.
Nah, he said that last
I
time.
said it last time.
Yeah, that's not even R&B. Usher's Confessions.
Ooh,
Okay, that's
that was good.
Okay, so you said Mary 411.
Yeah.
What are you looking like that?
Michael Jackson off the wall.
Okay, 112 album and Confessions. Which one got to go?
Mary.
Ooh.
That Usher gotta go.
Yeah, Usher gotta
No, Usher is good.
go. Usher gotta go.
Okay, fine. 112.
Y'all say Usher?
Yeah.
You say 112?
All right, let's do another one R&B.
Hold on, I gotta pick one. I'm not sure which one to take away. We can do another one.
Let's do
Usher?
country.
Okay, you on your own on that one. Man, I probably would have to say, damn, man, that's tough, man. I'm about to say Mary gotta go.
I said that.
Yeah, Mary gotta go.
Mary gotta go.
But that my
Sorry,
life,
Tal.
that my life was the best, her best album.
All right.
You're an R. Kelly supporter. Bye, Tal.
So what you said?
Let's do another one.
R&B?
Yeah, we do
Go ahead.
R&B.
You go.
Let's do presidents.
Obama.
Obama.
Obama. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with SWV.
Which album? That's not the name of the album. The first album.
First out. I think it is we.
No, it's not. It's not a week though. I can't think right now. What you got, TJ? It's About Time. That's the name of the album.
Yeah, it's
About
about time.
You ain't got me this stuff, man. God, dog.
We're stuck, huh?
I don't know, man.
Come on, man.
What you up on the dome with it?
Yeah, we did it.
You know
On the
what I'm saying?
dome?
Yeah.
Let's go Luther Vandross, man. Or, you know,
Luther?
yeah.
We'll just say
Whatever album.
What an album, you know, I go Luther.
Okay, Uncle Luther.
Patti LaBelle.
I'm stuck again, man.
Michael Bolton.
Both they R&B.
Nah.
I
I want to get a good one, a different one. Then who you said again?
SWV.
SWV, Luther.
Yeah.
Who you said?
Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle? Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel album.
No, Bobby's out
Bobby
here.
gotta go.
He killed Whitney. Bye.
Bobby gotta go.
Bobby gotta go?
Bobby gotta
Who
go.
you got? Have
Go
you
ahead.
heard the album? That's a classic.
Whitney
I know that.
Houston.
Who you said?
I said Luther Vandross.
So who gotta go?
Bobby.
Bobby.
Who you got?
SWV.
You got Bobby?
No.
Who you got?
Who has to go?
That's what I'm saying. Who gotta go?
Bobby.
Luther Vandross gotta go.
You crazy. What?
Luther gotta
You
go.
crazy.
Luther gotta go.
You crazy. Now, Luther.
Luther gotta go.
What album Luther got?
No, he got some albums. But
No, hold on.
But does he have an album that's made more of an impact and that's better than Don't Be Cool?
I don't
What's the
know.
name of the album?
No.
I don't know.
What's the name of the album?
I don't know.
He got one called Power of Love. That's probably
That's,
his best album.
that's classics, man. He got
It's
them
classics, but any his albums better than Don't Be Cool?
No.
That's what I'm saying. But you probably ain't like Mike Brown.
Why are you guys picking on my boy TJ?
No, no, they all right.
No, we good.
You can go on YouTube and look how many hits Burt Brown song have versus Luther Vandross songs they have hits.
Who that album sold way more than any of the
Man, I'm
albums.
trying to tell you, man.
Look it up. It went diamond.
All right,
Look
man,
up Don't Be
something.
Cool.
All right, right today, right now.
Luther probably has
Wait a minute,
more
wait a
hits.
minute.
He probably
Right
has
now,
more
today. If you turn on the radio, whose song you will hear first, Luther or Bobby Brown
You
song?
hear both. You won't hear both? They go to Hot 105.
Wait,
they
can
play
I ask
both.
what station are we listening to?
They play both. What are you talking about?
On no.
Hot 105 plays both.
Y'all right. Y'all right.
Hot 105 plays Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
They play.
Tom Joyner.
Yeah, they play both of them. What are you talking about?
Okay.
All right,
It's
next.
just all about what you like. I like Luther too, but Bobby Brown was one of my favorites. He made a bigger impact to me.
So you having you have a nice dinner with your wife. What song you gonna put on the Ronnie or you gonna put on Luther?
You can play both.
Play both.
You gotta pick one.
All right,
You can
guys.
play both.
Can we do something fun?
Okay.
Let's
Sure.
pick a female artist.
An R&B artist?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's easy for me.
I know. I know what she's gonna go with. She's gonna go with Whitney. Go ahead.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Who you got?
What I got?
Yeah.
Mary.
Oh, I forgot you go.
You go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Now you go ahead.
Go ahead,
I
man.
gotta take this over.
I gotta think it was a female artist to listen to.
That's
Yeah.
easy, man.
Nah.
Lord.
Oh man.
How y'all don't? Come on, man.
I'll go
We're
Brandy.
talking about everything, the whole
I'll
package.
go Brandy.
You go Brandy.
Musically,
I'll go Brandy.
All right. I'll go
look-wise.
Whitney. I'll go
Whitney.
Whitney.
I'll go
So
Brandy.
one gotta go.
Brandy.
Guys, we're talking about the whole package: the outside, the inside, the voice, everything.
Brandy up out of here. That's easy.
Brandy.
Yeah, she gone. She go back to Moesha. Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
That was too easy, man. John Singleton movies. One gotta go. You got Boys in the Hood.
I got you. You got Higher Learning, Baby Boy, Rosewood, Shaft,
Do five. Give
Fast
me
and
five.
Furious.
Fast and Furious,
Forgot he
Fast and
did it.
Furious
He did
gotta
part
go.
two.
on Port of Justice.
No,
Okay.
give us five good ones. Give
All
us
right.
some that we ain't talk about.
So when you talk about,
Like we need Fast and Furious.
you should talk about the one we talked about.
Go ahead.
All right.
Top five ones.
Port of Justice,
Okay.
Higher Learning,
2,
Baby Boy,
3. Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the
And
Hood,
get one more.
and Fast and the Furious.
Has
Which-
to go.
Which
Fast
one
and
gotta go?
Furious.
That's easy.
That's easy.
What y'all think?
Fast and Furious.
Fast and
Has
Furious.
to go.
You
Yeah.
gotta get into the. What about you, DJ?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take that long. Fast and Furious and get up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Tyrese first came in the picture, right? With that Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was alright. I forgot he did that one too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to John Singleton. You know what I mean? Did you guys want to get into the Avengers? A brief review about it?
It was good. You know, I enjoyed it. You know, not too much to talk about, but, you know, I enjoyed it.
It's not too much to talk about. You saw it though.
Yeah, but
You don't want to talk about it? What about you, TJ?
It was pretty
You
good.
guys liked it?
Yeah, I give it
From 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
I give it a 6.
That's it?
6.
8.
Okay.
I'll give it an 8 as well. I don't like to compare movies, but Infinity War, you know, once you see that, which was probably the best, you know, comic book movie ever, and then you make this one, it was an 8. It did, you know, not gonna give me spoiler alerts if you guys didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
Didn't follow the comic book all the way through. Storyline wasn't as good as Infinity War, but it was still good. You know what I'm saying? It, 3-hour movie. It was good. And being that it's the last one, they did the best they could do. Acting was good. It's just, for me, the storyline and as far as being consistent with the comic book, it just didn't add up for me. But an 8 out of 10 is still good.
Is it really 3 hours long?
Yes.
Okay.
But the good thing about it is you don't feel like it's 3 hours.
Okay.
Like when the movie is good, the hours go by fast. But the movie's trash,
Exactly.
I'm going like this looking at your watch and it's over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. You know, Infinity War was great. So yeah. So what else, man? What other tricks you got on your sleeve, man? What's up? Jack of all trades. What's up?
We could be talking what's up, Jack of all trades.
Sometimes, never.
Mr. Hats. I wear a lot of hats.
Well, I want to ask the young lady just here. Well, first, talk about some of the things you've done.
What do I do, like on a day-to-day basis?
No, I mean as far as
the organization,
your organization, you're an author as well.
Oh yeah,
Let's
for
talk
sure,
about that.
for sure. Thank you. So yeah, guys, my name is Jennifer Lewis, and
Oh, I'm sorry, we did a bad job.
No, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm a survivor of. My story is basically being a survivor of child sexual abuse. And I was sexually assaulted by 3 of my family members between the ages of 5 to 14. And I knew that I wanted to use my story for something good and to help kids. And so I became a motivational speaker. I found out how can I get into the school board, into the school systems, and go to the classes and auditoriums and speak to kids directly and, help them find their voice and speak up about abuse. Because I was one of those kids that obviously going through it for 5 to 14 for a really long time and not saying anything and just smiling through the whole thing, nobody really knowing that I was facing this. So I wanted kids to know that it's okay to speak up about it and that they're not alone.
Right.
So that's pretty much what I do. I go to different schools. I have a 9 to 5 now because I'm a single mom and I got to do what I got to do. But at the end of the day, I speak up. From that, I also ran away at the age of 16. So I was homeless for 3 years. Got addicted to drugs and alcohol for 20 years. Faced depression, suicide, all of that. And God blessed me with my daughter, and she's really the reason I'm here and who I am today. Right. I'm coming up to 4 years clean. I found Jesus. He saved my life. My daughter saved my life, and I'm just honestly blessed to be here. Okay. And so that's my story, and I want to use it to help people in the world. So not just abuse kids, but also help people who struggle with, depression, suicide, addictions, all of that.
So how long did you realize that you had to, write a book? Like, how long did it take for you to say, you know what, I gotta put this out to word so other people who's going through the same thing, they could read that as well? How long did it take you to do that?
Well, October 2014 is when I tried to commit suicide at a lake with me and my daughter. And I was driving home one day, and I was having a really bad day and I just pulled a car over, and I asked her, if mommy jumps in there, would you jump with me? It was like by the Everglades. And she just looked at me crying, and she said, Mommy, if you want to die, I want to die with you. And I couldn't believe she said that. I kind of looked at her, and I looked at the cross that was hanging in my car, and I just drove home. And from that moment on, I walked into my church by the Glades. Shout out to my pastor.
Shout out, yes, sir.
And I started my walk with Jesus in 2015. So 15, I'm starting my healing process. 16 is when I started my organization, getting into the schools, and then that's when I wrote my book. And I put in, I think it was like 150,000 words in 3 weeks. I did my book, yeah.
Wow.
And I put it out there, and now
where can they find it?
it's on Amazon and also in Barnes and Nobles and on my website, kiananicole.com. And we also have a children's book together, my daughter and I did, for little kids, teaching them about their body parts and how to get help and who should touch and not touch and stuff like that. So
what's the name of the books?
It's called Kiana's World, and my story is called My Transformation.
That's good. You know, we talked about that quite a bit as far as people who, whether they've been sexually abused, raped, that, you know, even though it's hard to deal with, that they should try their best to come out and say something right away. So it doesn't continue, or the next kid doesn't go through the same thing.
Right.
So it's great that somebody like yourself, you know, survived it, you know what I'm saying, got saved, had to fight through a lot, and was able to put that out on the platform so, you know, adults and kids can read it.
And the biggest part too, Val, is that I had to forgive, because I was walking around with so much like built-in anger and resentment and like so much darkness. And like, I honestly, I'm like the happiest, most loving, like, you know, for the most part, that's how I am. It's because I had to find that peace. I had to like let go. I had to forgive the people that hurt me, and I did. And you know, life is good.
Definitely, glad to hear that. That's truly a blessing.
Thank you.
You just said something I wanted to ask on here before. I think we talked about it briefly. Do you feel like sometimes, Black folks in particular, do you feel like we're too forgiving? I'm gonna go with TJ first.
No, you can never be too forgiving when it comes to people, because you never know. You know, like we say, forgiveness is not for the person; it's for you. You know, and anything that you go through in life, you can't really move forward in life until you forgive. Period. I don't care what the person did. You know, you can't do it, because if you want to hold that bitterness and unforgiveness, I'm sorry, let me answer your question. Because people could be forgive quickly. Well, I don't think so. The quicker you forgive, the quicker, better you off.
You're free.
You free from whatever is going on.
Yeah.
And I always play this right here. Like, people, I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Stop.
No. I want you to record it. I want to record it. This is what I say. And I hope I ain't, you know, some of y'all people who listening, whatever, who listening, people who dealing with some women. I hear some women, correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm listening.
I hear some women, play it and turn it around.
No.
Play it, turn it around.
Serious.
Some, I believe, and I always hear this from most women who have been through a divorce or dealing with lesbian and gay stuff.
Been there before.
Right? Okay. And the reason why most women I heard who dealing with that stuff turns gay is because it's unforgiveness. They don't forgive their husband. So you know what?
Do you think it's unforgiveness, or you think it's just or is just too much pain?
The number one thing, when Jesus can't die, you know, forgive is the number one thing you have to. If you're gonna start with something, you got to forgive. Number one, you know what I'm saying? What you got to deny yourself, you forgive.
You can forgive. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to forgive because God forgave you.
But you have to.
At the same time, like you said, with a nasty divorce,
you can't forget.
And the scar still there.
Yeah,
so that sometimes bring, like, the situation with a woman. Sometimes she'll decide, hey, I want to try, be a lesbian or whatever. They want to try that because they so hurt by a man.
By that, but that's why I always say, once you accept that role as being a lesbian, dating another woman, because what a man done to you, you always gonna be bound by that man, because he brought you to something that you're with a desire not until you forgive. That forgive and forget part, you're not going to forget. But if it's still in your mind and it's still affecting you emotionally, you have not forgiven. I don't care. You can tell that man you forgave him all day you want to. You can go to your homegirls and y'all can high five, y'all can do a vision board, y'all can do all that stuff. But at the same time, if you see that man And you see that man, and it done something to you emotionally, you still have not forgiven that man.
And you said
She
forgive.
said vision board.
Yeah, you said forgive. I want to do one this year, but you said forgive quickly. Why forgive quickly?
Because the quicker you forgive.
Because I would think you forgive when you're actually ready to forgive, so it can really be.
Well, I think he's trying to say, right? The quicker you forgive, right?
Is that what you mean? Like just the quicker you forgive instead of lingering.
What do you mean?
Do you mean instead of lingering over like 5-10 years and you still feel
bitterness? Yeah, I mean, you try to. Everybody have their own. You know, it takes time.
Right.
But as long as you're in the process of trying to forgive that person, you know, it works. But don't hold on to it, and you just going ahead and most like the artists making a whole album because off of doggone how they feel. And
listen,
you know,
Mary put out her best work.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. I heard one dude was like, "Oh, Mary got a divorce. Oh, that next album gonna be fire." Like, what?
Yeah.
So y'all gonna get off this girl pain?
Everybody does forgive in their own time, so we can't rush somebody. Like the quicker. I mean, I think what he's trying to say is like the quicker you forgive, the better it is. Like
for you,
for yourself,
for your heart,
for your heart. But at the end of the day, no matter how long it takes, the point is to forgive.
You know what? On the part what you said about Mary and me, I'm not condoning, of course, her or anybody else to be hurt, but a lot of artists, just not just recording artists, but you know, painters, other kind of artists, put out their best work when they were hurt. And also, you know, because there's other people out there going through the same thing.
Yeah, that can relate.
So it's a million women out there who listen to "Marry My Life" and it helped them out. One of them girls was probably Keisha Cole. You know what I'm saying? So. Not to say that, hey, we wish Mary be sad or people be sad forever.
No, you
so we can
get
get good music. We want your happiness be first.
Yeah.
But, you know, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So, yeah, so, you know, people again listening, comment on that as far as forgiveness. You know, as black folks, are we too forgiving? Should we continue to forgive or, you know, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, you continue. Yeah, like you said, real.
No, I'm saying send your comments through YouTube and let us know how you feel. Anything else that you guys want to discuss? Because I think Tall wants to eat his Salisbury steak.
Yeah, you very TV
dinner. You know what I'm saying? TV dinner, hungry man dinner. Impatient man.
Tall, that's what you be eating for dinner? Yeah. Why? You don't got no one to cook you a nice meal?
Yeah, I think we didn't know that as a kid.
Oh, because hey, Tall, you holding on to that $80 million, man. You gotta let go of that.
Hey, I forgot to tell y'all. My mom told me home team is back.
What you mean?
I ain't see him.
Home team.
No, we just left him over there.
Right. So she was waiting on Comcast to fix, you know, the internet over there. So the dude came out. He's a young guy, and home team came out. What you doing over here? I'm gonna kick your get him over here. Dude was scared to come out the truck. Then he finally came out. My pops was like, man, he okay. He just talking trash. That's all he do. What you doing? Who are you? I'm gonna F you up. Yeah, he was shook.
Oh man,
he was shook, man. We gotta have him here one day though.
I ain't bringing him on the show.
I'll bring him.
We got you, man.
I'll bring him.
We got to have him here.
I'll bring him on the show.
2 Budweisers.
2 Billy D's. He's set.
But all right, well, we about to wrap it up. But I just want to
just cut me off.
I just wrap it up. I'm cutting everybody off today. Debo.
I got this. Jennifer.
Yes.
Thank you for coming by, Jennifer Lewis. Give out your information. No problem. Give out your information where people can find you, and also again tell them the name of your books and where they can find your books as well.
Okay, so it's Jennifer Lewis. My website is kiananicole.com, and that's KIANA. Nicole is NICOLE.com. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and the names of my books are My Transformation and Kiana as well.
Absolutely. You guys had anything to say before we close off?
Well, I got something to say.
Make it brief, man.
Look, I know Tom got to go, but like me and my sis over here, we, you know, God gave me a vision that we're trying to work on. I did announce, I think it was episode 25 that we were doing like a Father's Day award ceremony, but I pushed it back, and I think God gave me a vision to do another ceremony for the kids and just the family in general. So we actually getting together, me and Jennifer, and collaborating together and collaborating together to get this big thing going on with my organization, Motivate for Christ, and her organization to support, to show our appreciation to our community where we at. So hopefully, you know, we keep y'all up to date. Y'all keep tuning into the Real Cast and get more information about it.
Towards the end of the
year. Towards close to October.
Yeah, before the holidays.
Before the holiday, October. So this is what we're trying to do it.
Okay.
So hopefully, we get you guys and y'all
Raise
can
money
donate, raise
for-
money.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And also we do a toy drive for kids with cancer.
Yes.
So we're
Okay.
doing big things.
So, continue to let us know about that. And again, you can follow the Railcast at Anchor, the Anchor app, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, also here on WMRR on air. You can follow us here. And also YouTube as well. And I want to thank you guys again for coming. And before we leave, I just want to say, it's great again to have these different outlets as far as empowering women instead of hating each other.
Yes.
And
Lift each other up.
same thing for men as well, for everybody, man. If you have negative energy, if you have a negative aura, if you worry about things when you shouldn't worry about things, leave it in God's hands and start getting upset and mad about little things. Because life is short. You don't know you're gonna make it today or tomorrow. You really don't know. So don't waste your time being upset on negative stuff. Whatever it is, just let it go and just pray about it and just move on.
Let go and let God.
That's it. DJ Real Life, the Realcast, and we out.